Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Sean Hatzel. I'm a stubborn fat expert. I'm also the owner of an online weight loss community called Get Lean in 12. I'm the creator of the innovative Over 40 Ab Solution, a strategic 12-minute exercise system specifically designed for the hormonal condition of people over 35 years old. So if you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, stop by, pay close attention. Inside this video, we're gonna talk about fat storage during the holidays. Most people are typically gonna gain about 5 to 10 pounds during the holidays. And I want to share several different easy to follow strategies inside this video that you can use to prevent fat storage this holiday season. Now, the first one is simply to drink more water. Now, I know this sounds kind of basic and silly, but research shows people who drink more water simply eat less because it makes them feel more full. So it's always in your best interest to drink more water because it helps you control your appetite, but in particular, about 15 to 30 minutes before a meal. If you can focus on drinking some extra water, now this would be before a cheat meal or before eating out, like when you sit down in a restaurant, go ahead and try to drink 1 or 2 glasses of water right away, or before you go into a family or holiday party. By doing this, you'll simply eat less without even knowing it. Now, in general, on a daily basis, to control hunger, take about 50% of your body weight, and that's the number of ounces of water you should have on a daily basis to help you control hunger. Now, keep in mind all the other functions that water has. All the metabolic processes inside your body take place by the transport of water. So it helps fuel your heart, your lungs, your brain, your muscles, your tissues, your organs. So it's very important, drink more water. Tip number 2 is to simply take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a fresh squeezed organic lemon and squeeze that into about 3 to 6 ounces of water and guzzle it down about 5 to 10 minutes before a high carb meal. Now, research shows that people who consumed apple cider vinegar had 34% less blood glucose in their system after eating white bread. So, simply put, by keeping blood glucose more stable after eating your favorite high-carb meals, you prevent potential fat storage, because when blood glucose is elevated, that means insulin is spiked. When insulin is spiked, this puts your body into a storage mode, so it's more likely to take those carbs and store them as body fat. Well, by having this little cocktail beforehand, you can prevent that from potentially happening. Tip number 3 is to simply use an intermittent fasting protocol. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. I recommend that if you're gonna try it at least 5 days of the week, that you use a simple protocol of not eating for 12 to 14 hours in a row for 4 or 5 days of the week if you're a female, and not eating for 14 to 16 hours in a row if you're a male. So if you're a female and your last meal was at 8 p.m., you would go ahead and you would break your fast the next day between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Now, if you're male, you would extend that out because our hormones are different. We can handle longer fasting. Now, most people think when your body's in a fasted state, the metabolism is going to slow down and you could potentially lose muscle. When research actually shows, and what I'll do is I'll put the studies below, below this video, research actually shows that when you're in a fasted state, not only does growth hormone and adrenaline increase dramatically, both which can help you burn more belly fat, your metabolism increases and your body releases these hormones that actually preserve muscle. So research has shown that people who fast for 36 hours actually had an increased metabolic rate by 12%. Now, the fourth and final strategy I want to share with you to prevent fat storage this holiday season is to use my innovative 12-minute metabolic protocols that are specifically designed for the hormonal condition of people over 35 years old. And these 12-minute protocols use movement patterns, intensity levels, and rest periods that are strategically designed to increase growth hormone 400 to 700%, and increase your metabolic rate for up to 48 hours after just one 12-minute session. Now, somewhere around this video, you're gonna see a link that you can click or tap where you're gonna learn all about this 12-minute metabolic protocol. I have personally used this to maintain 10% body fat or lower for over 10 years in a row. And you can see the pictures when you click the link around this video. You'll also read all about my wife's inspiring story and how she used this 12-minute metabolic protocol to lose all her belly fat after cancer forced her into early menopause. It truly is an inspiring story. This 12-minute metabolic protocol is a great strategy to use when you wake up or before going to bed to help you prevent fat storage through this holiday season and help you reactivate those declining fat loss hormones. So, if you got something out of this video, make sure you drop me a comment, give me some likes, give me some hearts, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to check this out. We are 5 minutes in. And in today's ADD internet world, it's very hard to keep people's attention. So if you spent 5 minutes watching this, thank you. I'm very grateful, and happy holidays.